The first problem I'm going to do is this one. So maybe this was your quiz, maybe it wasn't, but if it wasn't, would you just write it down and do it with me? We're going to do this problem. And then we're going to do this one. And then we're going to do this one. Okay, so here we go. Step one, you have a negative exponent. Everybody in this room is going to take the quiz we're about to take, so we need to pay attention. We're going to take this problem, and because of the negative exponent, we're going to flip the fraction. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. Now, what does a fractional exponent always mean? It means a radical. So we are going to take some root of 9/100ths. This is the root we're going to take. We're going to take the square root of 9/100ths. And what is the square root of 9/100ths? 3/10. And then we're going to cube it. So 3 cubed would be 27. And 10 cubed would be 1,000. So there's the answer to that one. So if you had that quiz and you missed it, now you see how it works. Now let's look at this one. Again, we have a negative exponent. A negative exponent means flip your problem. How do I raise 3/4 to the third power? Well,
take each of them to the third root.
Exactly. So 3 to the third
27.
and 4 to the third. 64. 4 times 4 times 4. All right, let's look at this one. Now, that negative 1/2 only goes with the 4. Would you agree with me? So I'm not going to do anything with this for a minute. I'm just going to hang on to that. What do I do with this? That's a negative exponent. So I'm going to make it 1/4, right? Now what does a fractional exponent always mean?
A radical.
A radical. What radical?
2.
The square root. What's the square root of 1/4? 1/2. Raised to the first power, so the answer is, oh wait, this is 1/2. What do I have to do with that 1/2 now?
Times it by 2/5.
Times it by 2/5.
So 2/5.
What do I get when I multiply 1/2 times 2/5?
1/5.
I get 2/10, which reduces to 1/5.
I like have a brain for I had a different question from you.
Okay? Now, you actually have 3 different quizzes out there. All right, so we got that one. Okay, here's another quiz that was out there. Okay, so here we go. Let's run through this one. We have a negative exponent. So we're going to flip that fraction and raise it to the 3/2 power. What does a fractional exponent always mean? A radical. We're going to take the square root. This tells me which root I'm taking. So the square root of 9/4 is 3/2. But I need to cube that because of this guy right here. So my answer is 27/8. 3 cubed over 2 cubed. Any question about that? What does this mean? It means a radical. There's no negative, it just means a radical. And it's just the square root of 100. This tells you which root to take. It's just the square root of 100, which is 10. That was easy. Okay, now we got this one. Cover this up, we don't want that. What does that exponent do to this fraction? Look, it makes it 3 squared, which is 9. But you have to take that 9 times 2/3. What do you get when you take 9 over 1 times 2 over 3? You get 18/3, which reduces to 6. And finally, the last quiz out there, we have 8/27 to the negative 2/3. We have 16 to the 1/2. And we have 1/2 times 1/6 to the negative 30. All right, here we go. Here we go. Taylor Holder. Now, we're going to take this fraction and turn it over, correct? A fractional exponent means you're going to take a root. You're going to root this. Now, which root are you taking? The cube root. What is the cube root of 27? 3. Katie, get your head up. What's the cube root of 8? 2. But you're not done because now you have to square it. Remember that exponent. Bottom says take the root, top says raise it to the power. So the answer is 9/4. What does this mean? It means the square root of 16, which is just 4. Uh-oh, here's another one of these. Cover this up. What does this mean? Flip it, make it 6 to the 1st, which is just 6 times 1/2. What's the answer to this one? 3. Any question about those? All right, I'm going to hand out our next quiz then.